Hi everyone and welcome back to LovelyGirlieBits. I wanted to start today's video with a bit of a montage, a turn back time, turn back down from a couple of weeks ago where we went to this antique shop. So it's close enough like to where I live. It's called Pete's Antiques. It's in Fairview, so it's just outside of the city centre here in Dublin, like on the north side. And I just happened to see a couple of my friends talking about it online recently. I said, I'll go and have like a little look. Now, here in Ireland, places like that can tend to be overpriced. We don't have like thrift stores or Goodwill or anything the way you would have in America, if you're watching from America. And I think even the charity shops in the UK are probably better than the ones here. The ones that I've been to, maybe I just need to go to more. I don't need to go, but I would like to go to more. And so we went there a couple of weeks ago. First of all, we went to this other place called, what's it called? Wilde Vintage, I think. So I'll put in a few clips here. Wilde Vintage Dublin definitely is more of a retro style shop as opposed to an antique shop. Like, it does have antiques, but it's really cool stuff and quite expensive as well. That big mirror, we have a similar one outside that we have in the back garden, and it's fantastic. But there are just loads of little trinkets, little bits to look at, and as you'll see in the footage of here and in the next place, I love to like touch things like that little picture frame. How cute is that? As I said, not everything had prices on them, so when we did ask for a couple of things, they were a little bit on the expensive side, but such a gorgeous selection of things, especially the vintage cameras. I love that kind of stuff. It just brings me joy and nostalgia. Look how cute that little tiny camera was. And like the one that was in the case as well, just fabulous. I love vintage video recorders. That's what we used to bring out when we were out back in the day. And they shout just gorgeous chairs like that, lamps, lampshades, baskets, mirrors. Fabulous. We loved this music unit. It was in perfect shape. And then up the next road is Pete's Antiques. Oh, I just loved being in there so much. So I'm going to put clips there. I'll do like a voiceover to chat through some of the bits. I couldn't get over the sheer size of Pete's Antiques. It was in this huge warehouse, kind of cold, but it was packed to the rafters full of furniture, of art, of trinkets, of homeware. And as you'll see in the footage, I love touching things and picking things up to get a feel for them. Like that bag, fab, it was so cool. That chair absolutely haunted, and there's a few other things in there that were haunted as well. But the prices were really decent for like a lot of the products. Some of them were on the more expensive side, but I loved opening up things like that, things like the typewriter, to see what was inside. They had beautiful dressers, as I said, mirrors. And we ended up having to go around there twice because the first time we did the walk around, there was just so much to see and I was trying to film everything. And then the second time we went around, that's when I was able to see a few more little bits that I hadn't seen before. But I won't keep waffling on. I'll just let you sit and watch and see some of the things that I had to pick up to wonder, what was this? I have no idea. It is so worth a visit. They get new stock in all the time. So I think I'm going to be a regular down at Pete's Antiques and try not to be haunted by the haunted prams and stuff. So when it comes to garden plans, I don't have huge amount of set garden plans, but I do want to focus on the patio area a bit more this year. I do have other plans when it comes to the border on the left hand side that has the rose in there. I do want to take a lot out of there and put more bits in, but like obviously reuse the plants there and do cuttings. Actually, one of you messaged or commented last week saying to do cuttings of the verbena. I was like, that's brilliant. I'm totally going to do that. I will dig up the plants that are there because I just love them. As I said, they make me so happy. It looks like it's somebody standing going. But I do want to put some of those like in different parts around the garden. I want it to look a little bit more cohesive, but also just be a mass of colour and movement. I know I've spoken about this before, but my favourite type of garden is just like that little bit wild, that little bit unkempt. Like when things are really formal and organised and straight. Not straight, but like angular, that's the word. When I look at a garden, I don't want to be able to see everything all at once. I want to be like, oh, look at that. Or, you know, if you go around a corner, do you know what I mean? Like I see like new bits. Anyway, in saying that, yes, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to go to Pete's Antiques, to get things that I could turn into planters for the patio. So I want to get away from using like the plastic pots that I have there. I'll be using those for other things, but just for the patio, for it to be like a nice little display. I just want to have like a bit nicer things. So if you're in Ireland and if you have seen anywhere, like I know that garden centres and everything have, you know, the pots and the planters and everything, but just like something a little bit more interesting, a little bit more, oh, that was a weird noise. Let me know. Another thing that, and this way you guys are great when it comes to the comments. One of you last week said that when it comes to your seeds, you organize them in months. So months for sowing. And I was like, that is brilliant. This is so brilliant. And then if you're going to succession sow, then you add, like you sow your seeds and then you add like that packet of seeds into the next month. I was like, that's brilliant. Now, the weather has been kind of up and down this week here in Ireland, as per usual. What's new? And when we had storms a few weeks ago, I had to put the patio table, which is like a really heavy, not marble, like a stone topped, what's it called, mosaic thing, but it has like really kind of heavy cast iron legs, up against the greenhouse to keep it in place. So with the greenhouse as well, before I start sowing any seeds, I need to clear it out. I'm not going to film that because it'll be really, really boring to watch. It'll just be me taking pots out and moving them around. And I really want to then reinforce the skeleton or the structure of the greenhouse itself. So yeah, I'm not going to film that. I think for the hassle that it would be to set up the camera and different angles for about 20 seconds of footage, I think it's one of those jobs that I'll just have to do. I'll put music on, iPod, oh my god, how old am I? A podcast on. But yeah, still really, really cold here, and in order for me to do the seeds, I need to do that. So I think that'll be probably something that I'll do over the weekend or early next week, and then I'll be able to film what I'm sowing. But I wanted to actually now, but let the record show that I bought these before I went over to Catherine's that day to film the chatty video, okay? And they arrived. I just forgot to show you them. Catherine, if you're watching, just don't watch, because I said I'd surprise you with this, but then I forgot to give them to you last week when we went to Gallivanting. So I ordered these seeds on Etsy because I couldn't find them anywhere in any of the garden centres. And what are they called now? The seeds are very small seeds. But you want to know what they are. And oh, I hope that they am able to sow these. That's what they're called. So Petunia Bordeaux Sky. But I got two variations of this. So there's 5 seeds in there. Apparently there's like tinchy winchy. See them there? So I'm minding them. So I got Bordeaux Night Sky. So 5 and 5. That's the Bordeaux one. And then very small seeds. Petunia Purple. Now I'm hoping that this is a Night Sky one as well. It better be. This is 10 seeds. So give Catherine 10 seeds. Just loved them last year. And because I'm getting into the photography part of shooting flowers and everything, I was like, these have to be, I have to buy them. I have to sow them and see what we can do. So I'm going to give these like pride of place. The first time I ever saw the Petunia Night Sky was in a gift basket, not like a planter basket thingy that I bought for Mum for Mother's Day. I got about 2 or 3 years ago now at this point. And they were gorgeous. I was like, I've never seen it. I've seen petunias, but not ones that look like galaxy. That's why I just kept calling them galaxy petunias. I did Google that and then that came up, the petunia night sky. But I just love to have them dotted around the garden, see where they like to grow, because I left them in the pot that they came in before and they kept flowering. I just kept deadheading them, flowering. So I'm excited to give those a go. So Catherine, we have some Bordeaux ones, I hope, and like regular ones. I did order them from 2 different shops on Etsy, but they both came like in the same little bag thingies with the same stickers. That was one place, and then that was another place, so they both had like the same little stickers. So what I think I'll do this year, fingers crossed, is try to like save the seeds so that I can do them next year as well. I want to show you one more thing that I bought recently that I thought would be interesting to try and also healthy. I think I'm going to start these today. I got little sprouting jars. Because I thought, you know what, these would be nice in salads, because I really wanted to grow lots of lettuce and succession growing as well, like succession grow lettuces and different things. And I thought that these would be nice for like adding on tops of soups, salads, what's some things called, sandwiches. I'm really hard not to drop stuff because I'm very clumsy. Oh, I like that they have different coloured lids. So you have the little plastic tray. And then, so the idea is you're able to rinse out your sprouting seeds in there. It has a little mesh at the bottom, and then it has the tray to catch any water. And then some of the seeds, I think, sprout better in darkness. So you have like a little cover like that as well. So we're going to give those a go. And do you know what? It's a little experiment. We'll see. I was like, right, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it properly. I feel like this is one of my hyperfixations at the moment. So I got daikon radish sprouting seeds. If you've tried any of these, will you let me know? Let me know if it's good. And it tells you exactly how to do daily rinsing. It says grow time 4 to 6 days. So in next week's video, I'll show you what came up, if anything. And then I got, hold on now, pink kale sprouting seeds. That's very interesting. Never heard of that. China rose radish sprouting seeds. Never heard of that. Sprouted seeds are supposed to be very healthy for you. I need to look it up in a bit more detail. Red Rambo radish sprouting seeds. That's very hard to say. So it says they're ready to eat after as little as 4 days, but you can grow them longer. It's best to taste them after each day and see what your preference is, and then take note for future growing. When you're happy with them, rinse them once more, remove from your jar, and then store them in the refrigerator. Alfalfa sprouting seeds, I have heard of those. My sandwiches are going to look so bougie with all like the little bits on top. Oh, broccoli sprouting seeds. That's good for you. And then finally, mixed radish sprouting seeds. Like, I wish I could explain to you the feeling of when I have like my little seed trays and then I go out and I look at them and I see little things starting to grow up. That just brings me joy. And so I think I'm going to have extra joy with the sprouting jar thingies. I will try and insert footage. So I have a robin that comes to visit my little feeder on the window, and he comes at dinner time every day. So when I'm making the dinner and I'll see something out of the corner of my eye and he's there, and I feel like it's the same one. It looks like it has the same body shape, and that just gives me so much joy. So now when I'm in making the dinner, I'm like looking like this, like cooking and chopping and looking, going, what's that? Anybody's just really excited about what's happening. And like the daffodils have opened. Will I show you the daffodils? Okay, come on. Sorry, before we go outside, I just wanted to show you the update on the potatoes that are chitting away. So this is what we're looking for. Hold on, focus. Here, see these little sprouts. So this, having your potatoes sprouting like this, will mean that we're kind of just giving them a head start. Like, look at that one. Where is it? Sorry. Look at that one. That's a good old juicy one. And what we'll do is whenever, oops, oh, I just knocked one off, is whenever we go to plant these, we'll rub off like the smaller ones and keep the bigger ones. Then the shoots will come out, we'll have loads of potatoes, and it'll be a great day. Do you need to cut the grass? I'm going to do that next week. But look, we have lots of little daffodils. I love these ones. Look at that one, it's like almost marbled. Then we have these little guys. I think I might cut some and put some inside. And these are all just old bulbs from a few years ago. And then we have here, it's like a little melange. But look at the tulips are starting to come up. Don't know if we'll have much luck with these. This looks to be just leaves, no kind of head, but we'll see. Oh, it's cold. Now look at these. Don't they look like little fireworks? So I think these are double-headed daffodils. And then these guys are little peach ones. That's from last year too. I think they're really pretty. I think I might pick them and bring them in. A lot of tulips is coming along. This one seems to be slower going than the other ones. Look, we have like little tulips sprouting up in amongst the leeks, and then I love this. I hope that this ends up being nice. So we have the crocuses, tulips, can't remember what's in the middle there, but we don't seem to have had much success. Tulips, and then I think there's alliums in the back there. So it's coming on. Anyway, I'm going to put a hoodie on because it is cold outside. But I will chat to you in next week's video. I'll show you an update of the seed sprouting thing. Actually, if you come over to my garden Instagram, I'll do like little updates over there, and so you get first look over there, and then I'll show you what happens, if anything. I'm gonna like look up what else I can use them for. It'd be nice just like snack on as well. But listen, have a fantastic weekend, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you in next week's video. And I won't buy any seeds. That may or may not be true.